Yes, one of the worst kept secrets in the pits is now official as Cooper Webb reveals his future. Hey, welcome back to Vital MX. I'm your host here, Michael Lindsay. And as always, any of our news break or rumor mill features are brought to you by our fine friends at Yoshimura R&D of America. Check them out at yoshimura-rd.com. Yes, after watching Cooper Webb and the Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Squad partway into the AMA Pro Motocross Championship, there has been that speculation of where will Cooper Webb end up. And when we say speculation, there really wasn't that much. Again, it wasn't a well-kept secret. It was a little bit obvious where Webb was going to go. It was well thought out. He had a plan in mind. He knew where he was going. But, of course, again, he did part ways with Red Bull KTM, a manufacturer that he had been with since 2019. After winning multiple 250 titles for the Yamaha Star Racing Squad, he moved up to the factory Yamaha operation, which at that time was fully run in-house by Yamaha, by their own staff, for the 17-18 seasons. It did not go fantastic. He went to KTM, won a 450 Supercross title his first year with them, backed that title up a couple years later, and after 5 years, that relationship ended. We all know it didn't end on the greatest of terms. There was a bit of turmoil in the last year or two of that situation. They tried to make it work. It ultimately didn't, and he parted ways with the team. Since then, it's been quiet because, as is pretty obvious with a contract situation, he was supposed to be with Red Bull KTM through the remainder of the year until the typical contract end dates. But with parting ways, he was free to move on to his next avenue, but not really announce it until a certain time period has passed. Well, as you're seeing this news, this is the Friday ahead of the Charlotte round of Super Motocross, and shortly before Cooper Webb takes to the track, they had to announce what bike that would be on, and that is him returning to the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing Squad, as they are now, of course, the group that runs the Yamaha 450 factory effort. Again, this really changes the situation for Webb. It did not work out great the last time he raced a Yamaha 450 for the factory operation. This is still factory Yamaha, but it is now managed and operated by Star Racing. Again, the team that he won 3 250 titles with, 2 in Supercross and 1 in Outdoors, a team that he clearly loves, one that is well known for being the team that took a chance on him. If you checked out any interviews that Webb has done about his transfer from amateur to pro career, he talked about, Mitch Payton, Factor Honda, nobody give him a shot. And Bobby Reagan and the Star Racing team was the one that gave him that opportunity. So he is now returning home. He has announced a multi-year deal to race for the team in Supercross, Pro Motocross, and Super Motocross. Again, while it isn't exactly a secret that he was going to end up at Star Racing, it was pretty well known throughout the pits, and it's gotten pretty well out to the public. That's where it was going to be. There was some speculation if it would be a Supercross-only deal, if he'd race Pro Motocross. He feels like he has something to prove with this team clearly. It shows. He's happy. He wants to be here. He wants to go racing with them. He's going to be racing all year for the next couple years with this team. It will be interesting again because Cooper Webb is one of those riders in the pits that's very easy to say, when you have a happy Cooper Webb, you have a very dangerous Cooper Webb, and Cooper is very, very excited to be back with his family. Again, we're getting ready to see him take onto the track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here on Friday as they're getting ready to roll out for their morning practice session. After the press day, we will get to see him race the bike on Saturday and really see where he's been able to get in his couple weeks of testing and riding and training with the new team. And of course, this was a cool opportunity for him to work it out. Again, contractually getting out of KTM, getting over to Star, and being able to line up for these final 3 SMX races as a good tryout, a good testing period ahead of what is his real goal, the 2024 AMA Supercross Championship. So let's hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Again, we said one of the worst kept secrets. Did you know this was going to happen? Had you heard of it? Or has it caught you by surprise? And do you think reuniting with the Star Racing team is what Cooper Webb needs to take the title fight to the likes of Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence, and his teammate now, Eli Tomac? If you like this news feature, please hit subscribe and stay tuned for more.